Now this, good evening, brothers and sisters. Found something else here that I didn't have time to put on my video this afternoon. But so this evening, I just wanted to put it out there that the high priest witnessed this event that we're talking about in Matthew 24, Luke 21, and Mark 13 about him appeared in the heaven, and the high priest was alive and witnessed it. Either that or Jesus is not telling the truth right here. But I'm trying to tell you, brother, you probably read right over this 100 times or never saw it, and nobody preachers ever told you, or they just explained it away. But what I'm trying to tell you is that the high priest was alive, and he also witnessed this event in the heaven where Jesus came into his kingdom some 2,000 some odd years ago. And it happened in the heavens. And of course, they were the days of vengeance, the Great Tribulation, that what we call the Great Tribulation. But here it is, real quick. That in Mark, let's see where this is. Mark 14:62. It's in several other places, but let's just get this one. The high priest, he told the high priest this. Get this. Listen to this. It says, and there arose certain and bare false witnesses against him, saying, we heard him say, I will destroy the temple that is made with hands, and within 3 days I will rebuild another one made without hands. But neither did so their witnesses agree together. They couldn't get the story straight. But anyways, they were bearing false witness against Jesus. And the high priest stood up in the midst and asked Jesus, saying, answer thou nothing? What is it which these witnesses against thee? And then listen to this, brothers. But he held his peace and answered nothing. This Jesus didn't say a word. Again, the high priest asked him and said, art thou the Christ, the Son of the Blessed? And Jesus said, I am. And ye shall see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power and coming in the clouds of heaven. Ye shall see the high priest. The high priest was going to witness this event that was going to happen within his lifetime, within this generation. There be some standing here that shall not taste death till they see this event in the heavens, brothers and sisters. The high priest saw this event. Either that or Jesus was telling the story. He said, you'll see me. But he lived long enough to see it. Because how do I know? Listen to this. How do I know, brothers and sisters? Turn right over here to Revelation after it tells you that these things must shortly come to pass. And the time is at hand. I come quickly. This coming was him coming into his kingdom. Not the end of days, not the end of the world, obviously, because we're still having days, brothers and sisters. Seed time and harvest, we're going to have it until the very last day. We're having seed time. I walk down, they're harvesting the food now, the grain now. But anyway, no, that's already passed, I think. But I did see some big cornfields back in the summer. So they're still having seed time and harvest. But my point is this. Look, brother and sister, right here in Revelation 1, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. They also which pierced him. They were alive. Every eye saw him. They looked up on this flat earth we have, on this great extended plain we have, and every eye saw Jesus Christ in the heavens. The first century, brothers and sisters. Even the ones that pierced him were alive. And that high priest also, who was complicit in the mock trial, brothers and sisters. Anyway, and all the kindred of the earth shall wail because of him. Go back over there, Mark 24, Matthew 24. All the people of the earth are moaned. So it goes right together, my sister. I'm just trying to tell you. That's another place. A lot of people don't realize it, but Jesus said that the high priest would see him. What did he say he'd see him doing? Let me see. I am. He said, Jesus said, I am. And he said, and ye shall see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power. Jesus is ruling and reigning on the right hand of power and coming in the clouds of heaven. The high priest witnessed this event that everybody thinks is in our future, but really it happened 2,000 years ago, brothers and sisters. So either Jesus was not telling that high priest the truth, or it actually happened, in which, brother, I believe it actually happened. So what are we doing now? What are we doing? We're waiting for the very last day. God is populating his heaven. When somebody dies, to be absent with the body, if you're a child of grace, is to be present with the Lord. We're not going to prevent him. You know, the ones that are alive down here, not going to prevent them from being with the Lord. So that's my view on the matter down here in Alabama. That was just another place. I didn't have time to put it on that one this morning. But anyway, the high priest saw Jesus Christ. It's over there in Matthew 26:64 and different places. But anyway, the high priest saw Jesus Christ, and he saw him come into his kingdom. Vengeance was executed upon all his and what we call the Great Tribulation period, and he set up his heavenly kingdom, and it'll never pass away. Anybody that his enemies. Anybody that's his enemy going to be dealt with in the fullness of time in this old Center's View down here in Alabama. But anyway, just want to tack that on to that when I was doing this afternoon. Peace and love from this old boy down here in Alabama.